Hi,
Hi.
Annie.
Hello.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Oh, yes. Brilliant Christmas. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
peaceful. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah, doing the same with New Year, having a peaceful New Year, just away from it all with a dog and a cat. And the cat's about to come around to see what's going on because I've started talking.
As Willow does. Yeah, you're up in Scotland, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
So
I'm down in Devon. Yeah, I've
yeah,
come
so we
Christmas at home and I'm up in Devon for the New Year. So
Yeah, so we've got our long distance again. And we've got a new moon to usher us into 2025. Really excited.
Capricorn, yes.
Yes, I've done for the first time in what will it be? 8 months. I've done a Substack, an article
Oh,
this morning because it's been
fantastic.
buzzing around my head since the new moon. So I know the new moon's bringing in lots of inspiration and lots of thinking about right how we're going to bounce into 2025. So
Well,
I'm
I learned that it's called a black moon because it's the
yes,
second new moon in the month and they
yeah,
happen every 2.5 years.
yeah.
So yeah.
Fascinating, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I saw you, I shared your post on Facebook about it because that was really fascinating. So
yeah, yeah.
today I'm using my Earth Magic cards.
Oh,
I like Stephen Farmer's cards, but I haven't had them out of the box for a while. But they called to me today, and of course I can't get away without my Moonology ones.
it wouldn't be the same without those.
No, so I've already pre-shuffled them, and I'm just going to grab. I feel like I need about three of each, and we'll just see what the energy is with this new moon and what we can start to focus on in 2025. Because focus is the word. Uh,
Yes,
Here, it's the chariot, so it's galloping us forward, getting us to do those things that are going to contribute the most, and talking about our legacy. What are we leaving behind us? And I think that's really interesting combination for the year to get us into the groove of what we need to be doing. So,
yes.
oh, you'll love this one. This is especially for you. The first one is fairies.
Hey!
So, earth magic. I don't know if you've been having a look at pictures from the James Webb Telescope, the one that's out
No.
in space. Oh, Desert and I were talking about it yesterday. The pictures now that they're taking these beautiful long range pictures, they're incredible, and it just reminds me, we forget about the Earth being part of a bigger system. We forget about that universe that surrounds us. And in that universe, we've got our own Earth magic. We've
Yes,
got a beautiful planet. We're going to have to tackle how we manage it, how we live comfortably in our local ecosystem, never mind live comfortably in a universal system. So the fairies are reminding us, look at nature. I mean, look there she is. She's such bright light.
gorgeous,
You know,
gorgeous.
look at nature, look at the earth, look at what we can do individually. Um, when I was doing my reflecting on 2024, I was thinking a lot about we often stop ourselves by saying, what difference can I make? I'm only one. And yet, if we pause and go, what difference can I make? I'll start doing it. That spreads, that ripple of energy that goes out creates magic.
Yes,
Being reminded with this new moon, with the step into 2025, we can create magic. We've got to live in this environment and make it magical in whatever way we can. Whether that's, well, you know me, I like planting. I like planting stuff. I'm not very good at maintenance, but I'm good at planting. So what Um, can we plant seeds in the garden? Can we plant ideas? Can we plant support? How can we do this and
Yeah,
make wonderful fairy dust go as far as it possibly can? Um,
definitely.
and you'll laugh because it's come out with the full moon in
Go
Aries.
for it.
Absolutely. Makes perfect. Sorry, it's new moon in Aries, not full moon. New moon in
Yeah,
Aries. Yeah, we're at the start of the zodiac, of course, with Aries. It's the youthful, vibrant, let's crack on type of sign. And yeah, what we can do is plant the seeds of our ideas. What is it we've been dreaming about doing? What is it we've been thinking, oh, I could try this, or I could let's get going with it. This is a really good time to set off the year, not with resolutions. I'm not any good at resolutions.
no,
Yeah, I make them and yeah, whatever. But with ideas and inspirations, what can we focus on? Because that's the key again. What can we focus on and then go for? Um, Alongside that, just what I've been talking about, the Milky Way,
perspective.
perspective.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, anybody who's gets a chance, have a look at those James Webb telescope um, pictures because they are just so awesome and amazing. As you know, I've been gifted with seeing the aurora this year, not just
yeah,
but loads of times.
yeah, yeah,
And then this year it's been mad. But when we see something like that, when we understand that is the energy of the universe, of the sun connecting with us, um, it's time to look at those stars and get some perspective, to
mm,
recognize that maybe the stuff I've had my head in and focused on really isn't very important in the greater scheme of things. And it
mm,
comes back to that idea of legacy. The universe left us a legacy. It's there. We can,
mm. Oh, yes.
we can, they're rolling back time to the beginnings of the universe in their monitoring of the energies. Well, we've got this perspective we can take if we choose to and focus on the bigger things, the time to build this year, rebuild, restart what we perhaps set on one side during the year of the tower in 2024.
Yeah,
And it's coming with the new moon in Taurus.
right.
So,
Another new. Yeah,
yeah, this is about know your worth. Again, I think it goes back to what I said about what can I do? Although there's nothing I can do. It's recognizing that actually, yes, there's loads you can do. You don't have to be on a big public platform saying X, Y, and Z. In fact, a lot of people are on public platforms saying X, Y, and Z aren't talking very much sense.
no, no.
What you can do is you can recognize your value. You can recognize what you contribute. I had to think very hard about that because in the piece I've written, um, I was reminded to go back to when I was a teenager and some books I was reading, and one of which was Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Well, it's
Yeah.
200 years old, but it's still a detailed observation of human beings.
Meaningful, so meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And had she not taken the time to do that, to write it, to believe in herself, and then to work at getting it published, we wouldn't have that insightful piece of work to read, to be guided by. So everybody has something inside them that is valuable.
yeah,
Now's the time as we step into 2025 to recognize what's your ability, what's your superpower. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
about
yeah,
saving the world as a hero. It's about what can I do that's a lovely legacy. Um,
yeah.
I was sad to hear that the president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, former
Has
president,
died. Yeah.
had
Yeah.
died because one of the things that was so outstanding, not his politics particularly, but the way in which he took up the task of building homes,
Yeah.
of making a foundation to help people get a roof over their head, of recognizing homes for humanity. And this whole idea of what do I have inside of me? Well, I can wield a hammer, I can
Yeah.
bang in a nail, I can have a vision to see this happening. Um, and I just think this new moon is like, come on, come on. What have you got?
Yeah.
What have you got that you can offer? And
Yeah.
take it out there, shine it out there. So let's see what. Oh, here we go.
Oh, the volcano. Goodness me.
The year's not starting without a bit of volatility. Because of course the tower energy is still overlapping a little bit, and we're not
Yeah.
quite in the chariot and off and driving yet. So yeah, we still have uncertainty, and we still have a bit of shake up stuff because it takes time to change
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
these explosions. And I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on it, but we've had a lot of volcanic activity.
Oh, yes.
Heck
They're
of
rumbling. Absolutely.
the earth magic. Earth is telling us, come on, clear out, get rid,
Yeah.
you know. Um, One of the things that I always think about when a volcano kicks off is the amount of pressure it's taken to get that explosion. At the minute, are we letting the angry explosions come and not the positive releasing? You know, we're venting, but are we venting against others? Are we venting in the wrong way? So it's a little nudge from this new moon. Hmm, just be aware, not everything's settled yet.
Yeah. And it's not to take things for granted.
Yeah, and following on from that is my final card, which is the first quarter moon in Capricorn.
Yes.
So this is about unleash your kindest self. When everything's
Yeah.
still up in the air, when everything is still uncertain, remember to be kind to yourself and kind to others.
Mm.
It doesn't mean letting bad behavior pass. It doesn't mean disrespect being allowed, but try and take it from a kind perspective, from
Yes.
positive about people are unsettled, the
Yes.
world is uncertain, and that uncertainty's been building to a pressure point. So
Yes. Yeah.
just keeping, I mean, that I'm so delighted that we're that I'm away in Scotland in the peace and quiet, because whatever else is happening in the world, I'm not in it. And that's kindness. That's kind
Yeah.
of me. So just allowing that kindness to flow and
Yeah.
yeah, letting it be somewhat.
Absolutely.
I think that's mine, Gwen.
Oh, they're lovely, Annie.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah,
Right. Well, I'm using my new ancient stones,
yes, yeah,
but
lovely.
I've also been given another set by my brother Howard
Yeah.
with the Hawaiian energy. They're
Oh,
called Whispers of Aloha. They're
ooh,
absolutely stunning cards.
look at that picture. Oh,
Oh, you wait till you see the artwork on the cards. They're absolutely beautiful. But
yeah,
it's remembering, especially when you look at Hawaii, how tumultuous and Hawaii can be. You know, um, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
they came over from the Philippines. They inhabited the islands all
mm,
those years ago, and they brought those beliefs with them though, and they kept it very sort of I think I read that they call it the mana spirit, the
mm,
Hawaiian spirit, and they just keep it alive to this day.
mm.
In a lot of their rituals, a lot of their dancing, and a lot of their chanting. So I'm going to be using those there. Right. So let's see. what the ancient stones bring out. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that one's fallen out. So I've
We better have that one.
very interesting. The one that fell out. You wait. Okay, and then we've got right. Okay, so the first of the stones is, I think this came out before. Um, there's a great big boulder in front of her.
Yes, it did. It came out in the last reading.
It did. And I mean, I've well used these cards since the last reading because everybody in Devon's been wanting a reading since I've been down. So, but yeah, so there's obviously a message here, this obstacle. Um, but it's about the change that's going to be happening. But to be flexible about it, don't be stuck in your ways. Find the other route. There is another road to take. If you feel you've come to a dead end, um, just be acceptance of making that change, and because at the end of the day, the light behind is still there. You just got to find another way to reach it. It's absolutely a beautiful card, um, and it, it's like you think you know your path and you think you know where you're going, but that's more your head saying where you're going. You need to feel the right path. You need to be walking what feels right and accept that change may have to happen. Nobody likes change, too much change, but you've got to be flexible. I
Yeah.
don't like change. Um, and with that, this is the one that fell out.
Oh,
Okay. And this is feminine inspiration. As I say, we're going into another year of the divine feminine. And it's saying find your strength in your sisterhood.
yeah.
So just be aware that there are people around you, like-minded people around you that will help you on your journey. That obstacle doesn't need to be there in your head, because there's people around you that can help you train your path. And I mean, I, I know it sounds daft. When this card fell out, Annie, and it came out in somebody's reading the other day, there's somebody with long dark hair,
Yeah.
with long hair, and there's someone with short grey hair.
Yeah.
I just saw that as you and me.
Yes. Prawns are having a
And I mean, they've got their backs to us, but they're obviously looking at something. They're sharing something. They're sharing that connection, that energy that goes with that feeling of um, a sisterhood, but that divine feminine that we're taking forward. Oh, hello, Willow, gorgeous Willow. Okay. Well, this is the true method again. We've got two maidens dancing in the stones there, and they're going round the labyrinth. I feel they're going into the middle, and they're going to be coming out again. So, and I always use that scenario of a spiral, because if ever you're feeling you're not sure, just go in your mind into the middle of a spiral. Um, and then stop there in your mind's eye, and then take that deep breath and come out with a positive thinking. And this is dancing with the stones: movement, teamwork, and partnership, which goes in very well with the last card. And remembering you're not alone. They're so joyous in that card, just swirling around the stones, in and out of the stones together, looking up at the bright light above them. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's that card. Um, and then we have the
oh,
turtle. And this card is saying it's time to bask. So switch off, time out, re-energize. And this new moon is the time to do it. As you say, we've had this um, tumultuous year where things have, the year of the tower has been, it's been up and down, up and down. And I know through our readings we've been saying it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. we're at the end of the calendar year, and it is time to go into the new moon, having taken that rest, having taken um, hold of what you're wanting to take forward, and just feel that re-energized push forward into the year of the chariot. Full steam ahead. Um,
I'm basking here. I'm basking.
you're basking, you're basking. But the stones cards are reminding us um, there's a triple goddess there,
Yes.
with all arms out,
Yeah.
in this cycle over and over and over again. Well, it's about that cycle breaker. They're coming out of the crack in the ground. Can
Oh
you
yeah.
see?
Yeah.
So it's a cycle breaker. And remember, you're going to get through it. This cycle is ending, full stop. It will end,
Yeah.
and you'll get through it. So, I mean, the stone cards themselves are just talking about this way forward that there is going to be. We might not see it at the moment, but the I feel the lower cards are saying, but this is how you can do it. Be in that sisterhood, switch off, take time out. And the final card of the Aloha, which I feel with this story my cards are telling, is great. I mean, there she is. She's doing her lovely Aloha dance, and she's got the sea around her. She's in the energy of her island, I feel, and a lovely smile on her face as well. And this is the card of gratitude, expression of gratitude, and just be thankful for today, and what today has brought you. Sometimes we forget to think about the now, you know, and we dwell on the past, we yearn for the future, but it's remembering to be in the now as well, and just to be so grateful for it. And I do feel this new moon has got this energy of they're going to lift us through the next 2 weeks. She's quite powerful, and she's going to lift us into the full moon in a fortnight. No, beautiful cards, really nice cards.
As
Mm.
always, the cards that come out, we don't we don't select them. They're select
No.
and really lovely message. Oh,
Give me a love, she says. Give me a hello, Willow.
come on. um, but I think it is about now we've got to settle through all the changes. The vision of where we're going is still a little bit cloudy.
Yes. Yeah.
We haven't sorted it out yet, but I
Yeah.
do feel that powerful divine feminine rise. Obviously,
Yeah.
the second 12 years of that divine feminine. And this is all about the sacral chakra, the I am. So,
Yeah.
so really hone in on who we are and
Yeah.
how we can contribute,
Yeah.
put into the world the energy that's going to benefit all of us.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Both sets of cards are reminding us be grateful for the moment, because every moment is one in which you can add your influence or your legacy,
Yeah.
your what I call random acts of kindness. Every moment you can do that, and that creates a different vision of the future, and we overcome the obstacles that way. So
Exactly. And then although things I say things that we think are hard, if we feel the urge to move things forward, if you feel it in your heart, it flows. The universe will provide. Yeah, yeah.
so thank you. That's another brilliant uh, selection of cards that we've got to inspire us.
The last one of the calendar year.
Yeah. And we'll be starting in 2 weeks with the full moon energies and see what the first full moon of 2025 is going to bring us.
Interesting. It'd be interesting.
That will. Oh, have a happy new year, Gwen.
Happy New Year to you, Annie.
And,
Yeah.
I will be connecting with you in a fortnight.
Yep. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.